talk about self-actualization of a woman, about discovering of her inner potential, and then say that the potential of a woman is found in being a nurturer, a helper, and a supporter. We are almost always misunderstood, grotesquely misunderstood. We get reactions like, "What? You mean I need to play a second fiddle and that's my calling?" Or, "So the woman was created for the man. That's what you believe, right?" But did anyone ever say created for the man to take advantage of? No. But this is what this statement has always been interpreted to imply. And very wrongly so. Look, even in the context of the woman being created for the man, did not this happen in the Garden of Eden, in paradise? Paradise, where everything was perfect. No sin in the picture, no curse of work, no suffering, even no children to take care of. Yet, even in that setting of perfect harmony and perfect bliss, it was not a good idea for the man to own it to himself. Man simply cannot get along without us. Not even in a perfect environment. A man cannot be successful without the right woman leading him. Let me say this again. No man can access and actualize his potential to its fullest without the right woman leading him. This is a fact of science. This is where men are vulnerable. This is not second fiddle, ladies. This is called leadership. The right kind of leadership. Not through being some kind of a dictator, as many men who try to take on this role and end up becoming, but leading through nurture, through the right support, through understanding, and through love. Let me give you an example of this female potential in action. This is a picture of one of the biggest and the first free birth sanctuaries in Moscow. It bears the name of the lady we used to call in school Aggie Apricot. Her real name is hard to pronounce, but you can see it spelled out on the screen. At the age of 18, Aggie, a daughter of an upper-middle-class small business owner, married Alexei, a peasant with third-grade education, penniless and without any foreseeable drive to support her. Needless to say, Aggie's parents pretty much wrote their daughter off as a victim of teenage stupidity. What parent wouldn't in these circumstances? Especially when Aggie got pregnant almost right away. If your daughter or someone you know found herself in a setting like this, wouldn't you conclude that her life is ruined and over? However, this is not what happened. Through the years of their marriage, Alexei has gone from an errand boy to a chief accountant and then a leading merchant and the chairman of the National Trade Center at that time. He has learned 3 languages, public relationship etiquette, and became welcome in the upper echelons of the society. The family business that the spouses created together has won the well-deserved right to be considered the largest manufacturer of confectionery. The partnership was awarded the title of the supplier of His Imperial Majesty. And who was behind Alexei's growth? Who encouraged him and walked them through? The only person who had the know, how, and the drive to do so. His wife, Aggie. Wow, you may say. She must have thrown all her time and effort into coaching him. That would be a self-sacrifice, but Aggie was not into sacrifice. She was into using her potential correctly, in the right way. Coaching Alexei did not consume all her life and energy, while encouraging her husband's personal growth. By her age of 46, Aggie has given birth to 22 children. She has given birth to 22 children of whom she had shared many heartwarming stories of bond and love. So, yes, she did all the above while being pregnant or nursing pretty much all the time. You figure it right. And her children were very well taken care of and grew up to become well known doctors, scientists, academicians, and publishers. But this is not all. Aggie actively participated in the growth of their family business, but she also took the often difficult working conditions of early capitalism to heart. She is famous for introducing many workplace improvements on the national level, and she started by opening the first free daycare at the family factory. Subsequently, in 1889, Aggie opened the first free six-bed maternity hospital in Moscow. In just 1 year, more than 200 children were born in that hospital, and it is still functioning today and is one of the largest birth centers in Moscow. And when I say free hospital, you realize who was paying for it, right? The wife of that penniless peasant, the girl whom the parents have pretty much disowned at the time for her perceivably imprudent teenage whim. This is the power of a woman's potential at its finest, to take the most basic, most base material and the scantiest recourse, and regardless of how adverse the circumstances may seem, turn it into an overwhelming, literally global success while feeling empowered, satisfied, and self fulfilled throughout the journey. This is the power that lies in us. Think of what you can do by understanding and uncovering this potential in yourself. And in a more favorable situation that most of us have the advantage of today.